Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian Ant and welcome to the launch day for the Distant Worlds 2 expedition here in Elite Dangerous, and streaming today both on YouTube as well as Twitch. A big day then for many people. Currently I think there's somewhere in the region of 12,000 people or something signed up, so a pretty big deal. I'm here on the Polini. This is the planet where we need to meet up, and it's about an hour and a half or so, slightly under now, until the expedition actually launches. So everyone will be coming here to this planet, this area, to meet up in, or any time now really, from 7 o'clock onwards UTC, and we'll be moving off to the beacon, the Distant Worlds beacon, in half an hour to get ready for the launch itself, or half an hour after the arrival time, so an hour from now. Hey there, Stuart. Oh, I'm half an hour late. That's fashionably late this time, and I can be fashionably late, unlike you telling me you can't be the other day. So how is everyone? Nice to see you all here. Looks like we got a problem there with YouTube chat. Oh god, I thought it had disconnected there for a moment. I was about to panic, but it's all good. Loopy McGloop Face. Loopy McGloopy Face. Nice to see you here. Lots of people here today. Wow. Right, so yeah, I'm driving off aimlessly down the cliffs here because I'm trying to look at chat as well as drive. Don't read chat and drive at the same time. It's not good. Hey there, the Ville. And I'm in a wing here with Raptor. Don't know where everyone else is. So yeah, there's going to be a bunch of different launch times today. 8 o'clock is the first one. This one is from the guys in Europe. Now, you don't have to be in Europe, of course, to join that time. It's just a time that's pretty much arranged for the Europeans. So that's 8 PM UTC. That's on my alt account, Stuart. I'm going to actually try and fly 2 accounts at the same time. 2 places at once. And then I can gank everyone, including myself. So you can see more people coming in to land here. I'm just going to head on over and let's see how it goes. Now, I'm a little bit concerned. I think a few people are about server issues. As we get closer and closer to launch time, more and more people are going to start joining up. But I'm in the Fleetcom private group here. I'm on Fleetcom indeed, David. Yeah. And I'm on my Expedition account as well, so we're good to go. So there looks like there's quite a few people here already. Let's have a look who we got around. Let's have a bit of a look-see here. 10,000 people, Warren. It is amazing. I think it's actually closer to 12,000 now, so it's going to be pretty epic, I think. So let's get out in the middle here and get a bit of a feel for the few people that are settling down in this area. There's a Raptor. I left my ship over slightly away from here. Let's have a look. Let's have a look what's going on here at the meetup point. So in case you're wondering, this is Polini 1, and we got some information here for everyone. 8 UTC for Europe, so you've still got plenty of time to get here. Commanders should gather 3 kilometers outside of Brooks Point surface installation, which is right nearby, around 1 hour before launch, and then head to the Distant Worlds 3302 beacon 30 minutes before launch. So yeah, we're getting there. So a surprising amount of passenger ships here, all lined up in size order. Look at that. Pretty neat, isn't it? So the sun's very close to this planet. It gives us quite an orange cast to everything. I've actually reverted my HUD back to the old blue than I used to use because of it. It made the whole HUD and everything else difficult to see. Okay then, 10,901 sign-ups so far on the spreadsheet. Nice. Hey there, Howlers. Oh, you're on your way to the gathering point here as well. What else have we got here? Got a couple of anacondas. Oh, 3 anacondas. My ship parked over miles away in the distance, so maybe not too far away. I'm not doing too bad here for this particular instance. Someone in a Cobra. Wonder how far they'll be going. Exiler, 69.38 light years unladen, so that's pretty good. Yeah, I'd say you did a pretty good job there of getting that ship up. Now, the sun was actually set when I got here early on, a very, very dark area, so I'm glad the sun is up now. Makes it a bit more interesting here, because it would have been a little bit too dark. So what the plan will be is that come the time of launch, when we actually leave from the Distant Worlds beacon, which is in an hour and 15 minutes from now, I will hopefully be able to get Dr. Kai in, who's one of the lead organisers for the expedition. Not for interview or anything like that, but to do the countdown. Traditionally, he does a countdown to lead the exploration out. So hopefully we'll be able to get him in on that, as it would add quite immensely to the field of departure here. So Pedro, I'm not on the PlayStation 4 right now, but I do play on the PlayStation 4. But I'm doing the expedition on my PC account. So Lorenzo, how many ships will the game let you see at once? Well, I don't know if there is an upper limit or what the upper limit actually is, but on Distant Worlds 1, I think a few expeditions since, players have got well over 100 players into a single instance for one of the departures. So not sure how many we've got here. It's not anywhere near that, but it should be enough to make for an interesting departure, hopefully. As long as we can all stay in and not get disconnects between now and then. So Horse Maneri, no, you don't need to join today to be part of the expedition. You can get your ship ready and catch up later. This is waypoint 1 here on Polini. There is going to be a second waypoint, the one we're all going to be heading towards, but we don't know what that is yet. That is going to be announced in another quarter of an hour or so. So basically the way it goes is that the organisers are not revealing the waypoints until we're actually departing towards them, and this is to stop any nasty surprises having too much prep time. It's also to stop people running ahead too much, so it kind of paces the expedition in a nice, decent way. So what's the name of the start system that we're in? It's Polini. That's P-A-L-L-A-E-N-I. Polini. And it's actually, we'll get rid of that launch text in a minute. I forgot I'd left it up, but I do want to very quickly add some. I'll add some new text on the screen here. Give me 2 seconds. I don't know if you can hear me typing away. I'll just put this up as the text. Launch system details. System is Polini. Planet 1. 3 kilometers outside Brooks Point, I think it is. Brooks Point. There we go. Let's stick this over here, and I'll bring that up as and when people are wanting to know. But we can get rid of that info now, for now. But just in case you're wondering there, we've got that. So yeah, hopefully the servers are going to be pretty stable. I'm missing a load of messages here. People are probably messaging me. If you're messaging me in-game, hello to everyone there who's in the instance with me. Otherwise, just talk amongst yourselves, I guess, but do be aware that your chat is probably being broadcast here to quite a lot of people. Maybe we'll drop into voice chat in a little bit in Wing or in Discord just to see what's going on with everyone. And give us a bit of a a feel for everything. Right. Let me get rid of that. That text there as well. Don't want that on the screen permanently, do we? This is probably what we'd do throughout the rest of the live streams. There is going to be ongoing live streams for Distant Worlds. And I'll probably do them from each waypoint for as long as I can actually get through to the... as long as I can keep up with the expedition. So Jason Pratt, how far are each of the checkpoints? I do believe it's roughly at 5,000 light years in between checkpoints, and it's a minimum of a week, I think, between checkpoints. It might be a bit longer, and I think they're staying for a few days at least at each checkpoint. So you've got plenty of time to get to each checkpoint and plenty of time at each one. Is Chaos Wolf parked here with me? I don't believe so. Let's have a look. Let's scan who is all around here. So, got an SRV Scarab here. See if there's anyone that we might know live stream wise. So I'm going, got a gun, Chris. He asked me if I'm going with guns. I'm going with a gun, but it's not for defensive purposes. I've got a pulse laser, and that's simply for dealing with the aliens. So not dealing with them as in fighting them, but there is aliens out there in the Lagrange clouds, and we can experiment with them. And one of the ways of experiment with them is to fire pulse lasers at them, or mining lasers, or limpets, things like that. They do react to that. So I'm taking a pulse laser for that reason. So MN, do I accept subscription on Twitch? Not at the moment, because I'm not partnered with Twitch, although I am still waiting for that to actually happen. I need to make another application. So Titania, I don't know if the aliens actually react to other types of lasers or other types of weapons. For what I imagine, from what I understand, is that if they react to one weapon, they'll also react to all other weapons equally. For that reason, I'm not taking all weapons. I think it would limit the jump range too much. As it is, it does knock it on the head a little bit. Smithy, should you wait for the expedition or come back? So you're at Colonia? The expedition will probably pass by quite closely to Colonia, so I guess it's really up to you. You can try and catch the expedition as they pass by, or you can join up, come down here and join up. It's a lot of travelling though to try and catch with the expedition. Rockets, you can take rockets if you want. I don't think there'd be a lot of use for rockets though. So, how many players in that? What are you saying here? Sorry, chat's going a little bit fast. So I'm not sure, Matthew, how many players are in the instance here. It looks to be about 16 or so. Hopefully it's going to stay quite stable. Right, would have been perhaps neat to have tried to get in the same instance with a bunch of other live streamers as well, but not to worry. So 1 hour 7 minutes until launch, just 7 minutes until meetup time. We may find a few more people arriving here in this instance at that particular point, and in 37 minutes we'll be heading off to the Distant Worlds 3302 nav beacon, or the tourist beacon, which is a memorial plaque, or how would we say it? Memorial wouldn't be the right word, because I don't suppose. because Distant Worlds didn't happen in a bad way. Nothing sad happened there. But either way, there's a beacon there for Distant Worlds 3302, which was the first one that happened in 2016, and that's where we're going to meet up and depart from on the second one. Oh, we got some sentry skimmers over there. They don't come over too close because they're going to be in for a bit of trouble, aren't they? I wonder if they're coming to say hi. So is the expedition invite only, Subsonic? It's not invite only. You can come along totally, but obviously if you want to join one of the private groups, one of the official ones, which is at FleetCon, what I'm in now, then you will need to make an application to get into that private group. But you know, you're free to come along. I believe even if you haven't signed up for the roster, you're fine to come along, so no problem there at all. So yeah, I imagine these instances are getting pretty busy. Fortunately, it seems to be okay at the moment in that we're getting no issues here. I'd imagine Frontier have been putting some extra server resources this way. In fact, I'd be surprised if they hadn't. Okay, I'm just keeping an eye on the Discord as well. Now, if any of you want to join up with the FleetCom Discord, you're more than welcome to do that. I'm going to put a link in both of the thing anyway. If I'm allowed to do that link, yep, that should be a link there in Twitch Discord or Twitch chat at the moment, and I'll put it in YouTube chat as well. So this is the official Distant Worlds 2 Discord. If you want to come along to that, then head on over in that way now, and you're about to keep up with any questions that you may be wondering about, and maybe joining one of the chat channels there, voice chat channels there, briefly. We'll see what's going on. Yeah, Exiler, one of their problems is that the Discord is a bit chaos. So it looks like there's over 100 people in voice chat alone at the moment on the Discord voice chat. There's a couple of voice chats there. And the general chat channel is going absolutely bonkers. Right, so looks like those skimmers are just guarding that bit of cargo there. Nothing too interesting going on there. Simon Mills, what ship did I pick and why? So I've got the Crate Phantom, and one because I like Lakon ships. I don't really like the large ships, though they do look stunning parked up here, don't they? Just look at that. The Anacondas parked up here look really great. But I haven't got an Anaconda. I've got a Crate Phantom. Engineered it a little bit, only using Felicity Farseer. We've got an FSD booster in there as well, so just over, slightly over 60 light years, which I don't think is too bad all in all. Why am I not playing in VR? I'm not playing in VR because I'm live streaming. I never live stream in VR. Digital. Sounds like I probably shouldn't join the Discord voice chat whilst on stream then. Nope, the registration for the expedition isn't closed. No trolls killing anyone, at least not in this instance, and I do believe... Oh look, my ship's parked all the way over there. Shall we go and get it and move it up to these guys? It'd be nice to keep it all together, wouldn't it? Yep, right, let's go and head over to the ship and we'll pick that up here. Hey there, Howls. So you're in a different instance. What's your in-game name? We can always try and do a few friend requests here. get you a... Whoa. Get you in the... I'll get you in the same instance, perhaps. Although this one does look like it's starting to get a bit full. Hey there, Shan. Great to see you. Yeah, going good, thanks. I imagine you're at the waypoint already, are you? Felix Rowan, would you want to join the instance? I think a lot of people are going to want to try and join the instance. We're going to have to be a little bit careful not to break everything here. But I will add a couple because people have asked. So, where are we? So I'm going to add you with right now, Hal. Let's see if we can get you into the instance. But obviously I'm only going to be able to do this, sorry, hitting the mic there, a few amount of times because there's a lot of people watching. We won't be able to do it for everyone there. Okay, there we go, Howls. Yeah, I'm waiting for the waypoint information as well, Shan. So we should be hearing that any time now, really, I think. It'll probably come through as an announcement on the Fleetcom Discord, I believe. Let's have a look. No information there just yet. So let me know when it does happen. Quantum, people are recommending not to go here in open. Totally up to you, but there are some crazy things going on in open at the moment, so yeah. Let's go get my ship and we'll move it over to the group there. And we're getting... We're in an hour in now. An hour away from launch. This is the official meetup time now here for... This is listening to the audio there. A mission objective detected. So this is the official meetup time now here on Pliny 1. I'm going to bring the information up there just for anyone who may want to still come on way here and have a look. So Planet 1 in the Pliny system, 3 kilometers outside Brooks Point, which is where I am right now. Personally, I'm in the Fleetcom server. We got someone checking over my ship by the looks of it. So yeah, 11,000 people or so now signed up to the expedition. I'm expecting that to get a little bit higher as we get closer to launch. The Google Docs, I think, shows it a little bit under that, but I do believe, from what I heard earlier, it's unofficially actually above 3,000 now. So, how do you need to be in Fleetcom, the private group? Hopefully you're in there. If you are, then just log out and log back in again and see if it puts you in the same instance. Hopefully it will actually do that now. Beyond that, there's not much we can really do. Unless we start flying around in and out instances, which I don't really want to do on stream. But basically the way Elite is set up is that it will put you... It's more likely to put you into an instance with a friend. So if you're on the friend list with me, you're more likely to get into that same instance than if you're not. Yep, Exiler, you can sure solo to the next waypoint. Right, so I hear the waypoint is now out, so let's have a look and see what the deal is there. So this is going to be waypoint 2. For the expedition. Waypoint 1, of course, is right here. It was the information I just removed from the screen. as I said earlier, the waypoints are revealed just 1 point at a time, I believe. So here is the post from Eramis. Eramis is one of the lead organisers, along with Dr. Kai, of this expedition, and here's a message I'm going to read out. The first route map is now available. This first stage will take us through the Sagittarius Gap and into the Sagittarius Arm. Along the route are several points of interest to explore, but commanders are free to follow their own routes out to the Sagittarius Arm if they wish to. We encourage players to take their time, as there is no rush. We are not due to Waypoint 2 until next weekend. We've been assured that the first community goal will begin on Thursday at Waypoint 2. For full details of the first part of the Distant Worlds 2 route are available here, and we'll put that link in the channel. Let's just go and have a look, see where that actually is then. So thank you everyone for letting me know that the waypoints have now been published. We'll put this on the screen in a minute for everyone else to see. Thank you, Eruptor, for linking it in the chat there. So yeah, a week between this and the other waypoint. So this post actually looks really interesting. What we're going to do is, whilst we're waiting here, we'll try and get this on screen. I can remember how to do that. Screen will have gone blank for a second. Bear with me 2 minutes. Unfortunately it doesn't. Oh yep, there we go. We've got it. Cool. Right, so we've got some information here. This is the official post. It's literally just been posted a couple of minutes ago, as you can see. Distant Worlds 2, A Journey of Discovery. Expedition route, waypoints, maps, and schedule. So this is stage 1 of the expedition. And it's about to depart in a little while. So, the designation of this is the Sagittarius Gap, the Codex region of the Inner Orion Spur. So that's on the Codex in the game. We can see that in a minute. We'll have a look at that. So this is a map put together very nicely by Eramis, by the looks of it. Stage map by Eramis, December 3304. Okay, so this is Polini down the bottom here. We're going to head out in these directions to the Omega Nebula by the looks of it. PW 2010 Supercluster. It's near the Trifid Nebula. We've got a whole bunch of other interesting things on the way. Cinnabar Moth Nebula, the Lagoon Nebula, Thor's Eye, Labyrinto, if that's even pronounced right. The View, Shapely 1. I remember going through or near Shapely 1 on Distant Worlds 1. So Polini to the distant. A lot of preparation gone into this. Really impressive, isn't it? Polini to Omega Nebula, approximate distance 5,421 light years. So we've got a week to actually do this. So where do we get this map, the Kaiser? That's actually here. I'll post it in Twitch chat again, and I'll post it in YouTube chat as well for everyone to see. This is the thread that I'm looking at. I'm going to read it out on screen for everyone who may just want to have it read out to them and have a look on whilst we're on stream. But the approximate distance, as I said, is 5,421 light years. Polini, Expedition Launch Site, Distant Worlds 3302 Tourist Beacon, which is where we're going to head to in a few more minutes. Historical note, Polini, an otherwise unremarkable core worlds frontier system, was the star system from which the DSS Beagle set out to cross the galaxy during Distant Suns expedition of December 3300 to January 3301. So that would have been, I believe, 2014 to 2015, and that would have been Commander Eramis on his first expedition. So 1 year later, in January 3302, the first Distant Worlds expedition set out on the same system, using the Brooks Point planetary base as a launch site, which is where we are right now. To see on the way for this particular leg of the expedition, Shapely 1, best viewed from the Fine Ring sector, The View, Cycladia, Labyrinto, Thor's Eye. Thor's Eye is very nice to see. Lagoon Nebula, the Moth Nebula, and the PW 2010 Supercluster. Now, the Distant Worlds guys have got a bunch of scouts who have gone out and looked for these waypoints. So we should have some nice views along the way. So, Charles, if you don't make a waypoint, then what? So, well, you can just catch up, and if you don't make it to this waypoint, then just catch up to the next waypoint. The whole point of the expedition, really, is for everyone just to take the journey on their own accord. At the Kaiser, I don't know anything really about the construction of the new station or how that's going to work yet. So, if anyone that's wondering there's going to be 2 community goals along the way. We may see some more information in a minute as we get down the thread here, but basically, there's going to be 2 community goals to construct a brand new station. I can see your messages there, Simon. Yes, no worries. There's still time to sign up and join Distant Worlds 2 if you don't make it from the launch. Olivio, then you can just catch up a little bit later. Waypoint 2 is next weekend, so we've got a whole week to get there. Right, so weekend beginning the 18th of January, which is next weekend. Arrive at the Omega mining operation, which is an asteroid base. Galmap reference, Omega sector, VEQB515. Commanders taking part in the mining community goal need to deliver their... So here we are. Here's some information about the community goal, if someone was just asking. I might be missing a few chat pieces as I'm looking at the screen here. I'll try and catch up with all of that in due course, so please bear with me while we look at this. So commanders taking part in the mining community goal need to deliver their mined materials to the Omega Mining Operations asteroid base. Make sure you're signed up to the community goal before making deliveries. So this is basic community goal text by the looks of it. The first community goal would officially begin on Thursday the 17th of January. Commanders will be able to sign up to the community goal at the asteroid base that is hosting it. Now, hopefully the asteroid base does have some basic outfitting for mining. So as far as I understand, you won't need to take any mining equipment with you. Just take your exploration build and you'll be able to outfit for mining once you actually get there. Right, be advised that there is NPC activity in this area. Anyone with bounties, fines or hauling cargo may be interdicted by security forces, bounty hunters or pirates. Or indeed people who just like to attack you for the sake of attacking you, which is all and good, I guess. Pilots hauling mined minerals for the community goal are advised to request armed escort, wing support during deliveries. Base camp, Roald landing, surface base camp in the sector right nearby. So stage 1, laying the foundations for the Galactic Core scientific studies, revisiting mysteries of the past and trailblazing the new age of discovery. So we're heading towards the Galactic Core. You can see this is the current stage. We're around about down here somewhere in waypoint 1, and we're going to move upwards slowly towards the Galactic Core on this particular leg of the journey. What else have we got here? So, yeah, waypoint 1, the Pliny system, which we know, and now we've got waypoint 2, which we're going to be heading towards in due course. So let's copy that text and we put that into the game. So, yeah, waypoint 3, waypoint 4, all the rest of them are going to be revealed as we go. Stage 2, building the Galactic Core starport and discovering secrets at the heart of the galaxy. Stage 3, mapping the Aphelion. And stage 4, a journey across the abyss and beyond. The abyss leads us to a Beagle Point. So yeah. Oh, there we go. Let's go back into the game screen then. We don't want the intro there because you've seen that once already. So 47 minutes until launch. Let's have a quick look at where the expedition is heading towards for waypoint 2. We'll have a look at that actually in game now that we got the information, and I'll head towards the the assembly point in just a minute. I'm slightly off to the side of it. So 5,421.59 light years, as we said. Let's see how many jumps that's actually going to be. So quite a nice nebula there. Quite a way out, but you know, it shouldn't be too far if you've got a little bit of engineering done. And even if you haven't got engineering done, then there's going to be a nice lot of views along the route here. Let's see. Okay. Right. Someone's saying to look at the bookmarks. So this is a squadron bookmark, I assume, is it? Not actually seen these before. Have a look what that's all about. Yeah, squadron bookmarks. Okay, so I'm in a Distant Worlds 2 or Fleetcom squadron. So it looks like there's something going on over here. Bookmarked for some reason. Right, let's get over to that little assembly point over there where all those ships are. Let's not trash the ship along the way though, because that wouldn't be good, would it, this early on into the expedition? I'm sure I'll crash my ship once or twice as we go. Let's just capture this bit of footage here again. So yeah, I will be making a video of the Distant Worlds 2 launch, so anyone who doesn't get to watch the entirety of the stream or just wants a summary of it later on, we can see that on here. But let's not crash into the Beluga. Whoa, and hitting the skimmers there. I don't want to hit them. I'm going to hash this landing, aren't I? Everyone's up in the air anyway for some reason. Sergeant Stubby, mind if you join the instance? You can try, Sergeant Stubby. I don't know if we've got you here as a friend on this particular account, so if you want to give me your in-game name, we can always add you, no problems there. Yeah, Jay, if you're interested in that, then you might want to go to another stream. You're totally welcome to all discussions, but that's not really what this stream's about. Right, okay. Thanks, Sergeant Stubby. Let's get you sorted out there. So we've got a few pending friend requests here. Unfortunately, I haven't accepted any requests from friends. I don't know who they are at the moment, because that might just lead to trouble on the expedition. Right, so I'm friended with you, Sergeant Stubby. If you want to join, you can. Lorenzo, unfortunately, I can't accept all the friend requests here. Sergeant Stubby's a moderator for the YouTube channel, so you know that's totally fine. Awesomeness. No, I'm not in VR at the moment. Right, so 43 minutes, and anyone who's heading out this way, there's some information on the screen right now for what you need to know. So, yeah, what did I get my jump distance to in the end? So, we got it to 60.39 light years. I actually thought it was 60.2, so a little higher than what I actually thought, so not too bad. Where's the start point? So just fly. The start point is on the screen right now. You can see that there. It's the Pliny system, Planet 1, 3 kilometres outside Brooks Point, which is where we're actually waiting. And in 13 minutes, we're going to depart for the Distant Worlds 1 tourist beacon. Let's get out and have a little bit of a drive around for a little while then. And yeah, just as Trey Harris is pointing out in chat on YouTube here, you don't have to depart for the expedition on this particular launch time. There's 3 of them, as you can see on the screen right now. 8 PM for Europe, 1 AM UTC for the USA. That's going to be 5 hours after the European one. That was a long drop, wasn't it? And 10 AM UTC Monday for Australia. So yeah, that's quite a way away. Simon Mills, have I got a small speech prepared for this departure? I haven't. Now, what I'm planning on doing... Yep, and as Shane points out, it's not a race. The whole point of the expedition is to take your time. Go at your own pace. With or without people, with as many people as you want, with friends. Totally fine. I was in the middle of saying something there and I just got myself a little distracted. What was it we were talking about there? That gone. Not to worry. Yep, my ship is on the surface, Spanky, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to deploy. It's just, I guess I've parked over a bit of a crater here. Got some interesting things going on over there. Let's see what that ship is up to. Now, there were some crazy things going on in Distant Worlds 1 expedition. Things such as people stacking their ships. Ah, speech not being prepared. For me to forget about the speech bit. That's it. So yeah, I haven't got a speech prepared. What I was planning on doing is dropping in to Dr. Kai's Discord channel at that particular time, because he will be live streaming. Dr. Kai, of course, is one of the lead organisers for Distant Worlds 1. He's also the in charge of FleetCom. And he should be having a little departure speech and a countdown. So assuming I can get into his Discord at that particular time, I will be broadcasting his speech and his countdown. So that should be pretty good. At least that's the plan, but we have to see how that goes. And I'll check in on Discord in just a moment to see what that's all about. Now, yeah, as I was saying early on, there was a lot of crazy activities that went on Distant Worlds 1, including stacking ships like this. One person would park their ship, thrusters down into the ground, nose up, and another one would basically land on the tip of that ship, and then so on until they've got a dozen or more ships high. Jero, no instances joining, no issues joining the instance at the moment. So Grey Wolf, I'm not contributing directly to the science branch, but I'll be partaking in as many different events as I actually can while the expedition actually happens. So you can see we've got a few people here in this instance anyway. Ah, you've been stacking ships earlier, have you? I'm not playing in open, Lil. I'm here on FleetCom. So, Jengas, or Jengies, can you see my ship's outfitting somewhere? Yep, if you want to see that, give me 2 seconds. And I have the link for that. Let's see if we can... if it's not gone. Oh no, it doesn't look like I've got that right here. So this isn't my exact build, but it's fairly close. That's a big chunky link. Sorry. In case anyone wants to see on YouTube. Again, not my exact... it's not going to let me post that link in YouTube. It's a little bit too long. Probably should use a link shortener. Don't go into the Fleet Discord. FleetCom voice Discord is a bit busy. Yeah, I'd imagine. There was 100 people or more there when I last looked, but I do want to have a look to see if we've got any more information on, if we can get some voice from Dr. Kai when we go towards the launch. Wow, that Discord is crazy. So again, if you want to join the FleetCom Discord, I'll get you the link. It's very busy in there, but you may want that information that's available in there. So Nerve Music, I'm using the Crate Phantom. Sorry for going quiet here, I'm just trying to see what's going on over there on Discord. 2 seconds.
Frameshift charge detected.
Okay, so looks like they're a little bit busy in that Discord, but we're going to tune in a little bit closer to departure time. In fact, 5 more minutes and we'll be heading off towards the waypoint. Oh, my ship has been reported airborne, has it? Let's go have a look. I thought I dropped a bit high. Let's go have a look. No, that's not my ship. Yeah, it is airborne. We might have to depart it or dismiss it and bring it back again. Yep, Simon Mills, there will indeed be a video a little bit later on. Probably not tonight, but I'll release that tomorrow. My poor ship there. I kind of thought that was a long drop. Wonder if we can get back in there. Where did it go? It's gone. Right, so it's going to be time to head towards the waypoint in just a moment. There's Raptor. Nice to see you, Raptor. I don't know what you're doing now. I think you've just killed a skimmer. Let's hope the ship can actually land now. Has Mrs. Obsidian Ant packed enough sandwiches for me, Eldion? Sandwiches and biscuits, that's what I like to live on. There we go, ship landed nicely. A little bit of a concern, isn't it? More of a concern when you're a long way out. Dan, yes, I'm in FleetCom. And other people on the way by the looks of it. Yeah, Jess, totally agree. I'd love to see the ability to deploy the SRV whilst in the air. Kind of unintentional this time, but that's exactly how I'd like it to be. Alright, so we're getting close to the... Where's the... I got totally turned around there. Let me get inside my ship. And we're going to head on to the beacon there. Thank you, Tomas. Glad you're liking it. Alright, shall we see when these guys are ready to depart? Squadron Trap. Let's see what local are doing. So, when are you guys ready to part? We'll head on toward the beacon. So Koza, the music is actually listed in the channel description over there on Twitch. Awesome, let's go then. To the tourist beacon. Yep, and I'm live streaming. Right, let's get ready to go. Let's hope the this is going to be the real test when we start leaving this area and going into Super Cruise. How far away is that tourist beacon? There we go. Let's see if we can see other people at Hyperspace out or Super Cruise out, because it's always nice to see them do that en masse. Although everyone's actually behind me at the moment, it seems. There they go. Oh, good old Raptor. Have those green engine trails. One more, go on, off you go, and we'll follow along. Oh, we're going already. Simon Mills, am I going to be honking all the way to the waypoint? There we go, this is where the disconnects may happen. This could be the issue. So what's happening here is a server transaction as we leave one instance and go into another. In this case, Super Cruise. And it's possible we're going to get some disconnects here. Ah, cool. No, we're fine. We're straight into Super Cruise, and we've got a few people in front of us. That's very bright, isn't it? They're brighter than the sun. So what ship am I in? I'm in the Crate Phantom. And that is super bright. It's holding up nicely. Not too much drinkiness going on, which is good. What's the chaff for? Now there's a question. Okay, so as I was mentioning earlier about the phasers, as we get out into space there'll be Lagrange clouds, and in those clouds you can sometimes find aliens. And there's ways to interact with the aliens. If you bump into them, you can shine lights at them, you can fire weapons at them, and they may react, and this gives a trait. and that becomes a codex entry. You discover what they react to and how they react. Now, some aliens potentially can react to chaff, and on a deep space expedition like I'm doing, like we're all doing here, who knows what we're going to meet and get the ability to interact with. So I want to make sure that we've got all the tools for that. Those guys have got a bit of ahead of me there. So Mooking, I've got 60 light years just over on here. Ferrous manners, iron hands indeed, Matthew, yes. Oh, someone's got an interdiction. Hopefully that's an NPC interdiction. Oh, we're gonna do a loop of shame here if we're not careful. So what do you need, Soma, to participate in the expedition? Not a huge amount really, just a basic exploration ship, but I have got a video up on that if you have a look at my YouTube channel, although I know you're on Twitch at the moment. Hey there, Crow. Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks. How are you? No, Brad, it's not too late at all to sign up to the Distant Worlds 2 expedition. You can sign up on the roster, but you don't need to be on the roster to depart. And even if you miss all 3 launches, you can still catch up and meet us all at Waypoint 2. Another Nigel, I'm in a private group. Another bit of a delay here, but hopefully all good. And here we are. Whoa, a little bit of rubber band in there almost. So we've got a bunch of players here as well as a bunch of NPCs, of course. Let's see who's who. Commander Z. Some tourist ships here at the tourist beacon. A lot of ships. Ah, new member there, Scorpion. Thank you very much for becoming a member. Always appreciated. If you want to head on over to the YouTube community channel, or my YouTube community channel, you'll see there's a few private posts there for members. There'll be more in the coming days as well, and there will be a special video as well for you guys. Also, do check out the information there, because I'll give you access to a private Discord channel over on my Discord server. All the Patreon backers and YouTube members actually get access to that. So thank you very much for joining up there. Appreciated. Cyanide, I'm indeed piloting a crate. Oh wow, Jacob Turnbull, thank you very much for becoming a member. That's the same for you again. Do check out the community tab over on YouTube. There's some private posts there. Some of them are dated a little bit. I haven't posted much just yet recently, but there will be more coming. And of course, you get the opportunity to participate in a monthly video with me by submitting topics and questions. Thank you very much. Right, okay. So does everyone have their course laid in? So does every... No, not have. Everyone have their Waypoint 2 course laid in. What happened there? We lost the chat. Let's try that again. We want to try and get a mass departure jump in a minute as much as we can anyway. There we go. Hey there, Lorenzo. And thank you, John Jacob, again. Appreciated. Let me actually get some of this chat here, so we've only got local chat, because no direct. Be nice to get rid of that NPC chat. Well, chat is going crazy. So yes, it's 8 PM my time, Anonymous. I guess chat is a bit buggy at the moment, eh? Some nice ships here. Zulu Romeo. Has the chat caught up? How do I join a wing? I think we're okay as long as we're in an instance here. So Nigel, how do I join my group? That's going to be a little bit difficult, unfortunately. I'm at the Distant Worlds 2 beacon here in the Pellini system now. I'll bring the info up on the screen. You can try and get into the instance here. I'm on FleetCom on the private group. So as long as you're in that same private group, you're going to be okay. Agent, yes, I'm on PC. We're getting close to launch time. Warning low. Security sector, system authority, ETA 4 minutes. Away, what have we done? No hard points needed, Lugino, unless you want to take hard points. You may need them for some reason. Who's shooting here then? What's going on? We got some pirates. Yep, I'm using a Warthog, Hotus, in case anyone's wondering still. We're getting close here to departure time now. There we go, 19 minutes, and we're going to drop into Dr. Kai's chat in a minute. And hopefully they'll have a countdown there for us. All those contacts on the radar there. I'm glad the tutorials helped there, Rick. Yeah, I don't have a link to my own loadout, but I have a link to a loadout that's very similar. So departure time, Adonilis is very soon. Let's have a look. 18 minutes, getting very, very close. Jump, but where? Whoa, it sounds like someone's going to hit us when that gets that close. So what I'm going to do is, yeah, YouTube just totally glitched out. If anyone's having troubles there, then you might want to refresh your page and reconnect. Don't know what happened there, but a couple of minutes ago YouTube totally glitched out for some reason. And a good chunk of people just vanished. About 700 people vanished by the looks of it. What was I saying? Yeah, what we want is a bit of more information. Let's see where it is. Waypoint 2, which we've now got. Let's put that on the screen as well for everyone, so you know where we're heading. So anyone who has arrived at Waypoint 1 and is wondering where to go for Waypoint 2, we're going to be departing in less than 20 minutes. Text. We've got Waypoint 2 and it is as follows. We'll put it on the screen right here for everyone. Okay, so hopefully you can see that now. Let's bring that up a little bit. Okay, just edit that a bit more. Waypoint 2. Right, so in case you're wondering where we're heading to today, it's right here, Waypoint 2, the Omega sector. Okay, so all do get ready for that launching now, I guess, because it's not going to be too long now. Right, so people still here. I don't know really if we've recovered from what happened on YouTube just now, a little bit by the looks of it. We're back up there. I don't know what happened. If anyone saw any issues, I'm interested to know what actually happened. There was a bit of a spike or drop, whatever we'd like to call it. So any particular reason I chose the Crate Phantom over the Anaconda, Henry? Very simple answer. I literally don't like the Anaconda. I can totally understand why other people do like it. I can see the appeal for people in it, but personally it's not really an exploration ship to me, and that's simply due to the size of it and the lack of field of view. I like a decent field of view when I'm flying. Oh, so people are still having trouble with YouTube again. I'd suggest just refreshing YouTube if you're still on there. Let me know if it's still an issue. It looks like Twitch is still going. Okay, so yeah, if you are having any issues over on YouTube, do be aware I am streaming on Twitch as well. This is a dual stream. So if there's any issues, then you can still watch me. It's no problem. A bit unfortunate. Sounds like YouTube's playing up today, though. Alright, let's make sure everyone knows where Waypoint 2 is. There we go, let's give them the system name just in case. Okay, yeah, I don't know what's going on YouTube then. It's very strange to hear there's issues over there. Thank you very much, Commander McClellan. There, sorry. Commander McLaren. Appreciated. Right, give me 2 seconds here. We're just going to swap over to Discord because I just want to have a quick listen to what's going on with Dr. Kai and his chat. Hopefully he's getting close to his launch speech.
Made it out.
Okay, so still chatting away there on his live stream. We should be good to go in a few more minutes. Let's have a look at the launch here. 11 minutes till launch. We're getting there. Yeah, music has gone because I was just checking on Discord there, and the music channel and the Discord channel linked into the same audio channel, same audio device on my PC. For anyone on the expedition here, this is where we're heading towards, waypoint 2. You can see it on the screen right now. I'm in private group night, that's right. Thank you very much, Hold. Good travels to you as well if you're on the expedition. Chris, where is the Discord? Will I hear the announcement? So I'm going to try and broadcast the announcement from Dr. Kai. Hopefully I can. If not, you won't be able to directly join his Discord, but the... Oh, I didn't copy that. The Discord channel is here. Let's see. Nope, it looks like we can't get any more invite links to the Discord server, unfortunately. If anyone else has the Fleetcom Discord channel, do feel free to post it. Maybe one of the moderators is able to do that, please. Thank you very much, Cairo. Yeah, Akoda, I'm hoping to meet up with a load of people on this expedition, so as we go, as we travel along different waypoints, it gets likely that there'd be more people than I actually see, so yeah. Stain, do I think there's going to be a Distant Worlds 3? Well, very hard to say, because you've got to remember there was a gap of 3 years between Distant Worlds 1 and Distant Worlds 2. Never say no. I'm sure they'd be up for it, but, you know, organising these is a massive thing, so really who knows. I'd sure like to see one, though. What role am I going to play? I'm actually just coming out as an explorer, and there's a in the media role, or the streamer role, whichever way you want to look at that. I think they class it as media. Ah, David Roundtree, what is this all about? You haven't been on Elite in a very long time. Well, you've joined at a very good moment here. So Distant Worlds 2 is an expedition across the galaxy, to the other side of the galaxy, in fact, at To Beagle Point. And we've currently got 11,000 people coming along. 9 minutes counting for departure. Might be easy, Shan, if you put your name in the chat channel, and then I'll send you a friend request. Alright, let's have a look at this launch. 8 minutes to go. Okay. So I see a lot of people like Trey there recommending not to use open at the moment. Totally up to you if you do want to do that, but you're probably taking a lot of risks at the moment, because there are people out there who are actively shooting explorers and shooting commanders who are trying to do Distant Worlds and get ready for the launch and prepping here. So yeah, there's private groups for this. Sorry to everyone else asking for the friend request ads there. So Shan is one of the moderators here, so that's why I'm happy to add him there. I can only add so many people, unfortunately. But maybe in some downtime we'll try and add a few more. And thanks for that, Shan. Yet no wonder jobs. They can try, I guess. Right, so there's a good chance you won't get on FleetCom now, because although they're still accepting although they're still accepting applications, I don't think they're in a position to process any more at the moment. But they may have done. They may do. Sergeant Stubby died. I wonder how. Poor old Stubby. Yep, there's a PlayStation 4 private group and an Xbox One, Tony. If you're not in today, it doesn't matter because you can get in on future days. What if you just show up to the expedition? That's no problem at all. You can just show up. That's totally cool. We're getting very close now. I'm just going to very quickly drop into the Discord chat again in a minute because, like I say, the plan is to broadcast from Dr. Kai. Right, I think I'm going to try dropping into their chat here, so we'll see how it goes. Although it looks like I might have just missed him. Let's have a look here. Sorry for going a bit quiet here. I'm just hopefully going to be able to rebroadcast Dr. Kai's departure speech. Right, okay. So, not long. I think they're getting prepped for their departure speech. Three minutes and count in. Wow, this voice chat is a little bit lagged up here. Everyone ready for the 3 minutes countdown? Is nice and close. Hello there. Repair. Right. Right, I'm going to actually bring in Dr. Kai's chat here now. He knows we're going to be streaming at the moment, but I haven't actually told him that we're going in right now. So essentially we're just going to drop into his live stream here, and you'll hear whatever it is he's going to be talking about. So do listen out. There seem to be a few issues with the chat there, so hopefully you can make out most of what he's saying. Let me know if there's audio problems there. And thank you very much, Mark Stross.
Wow, that look, and anyone who time to come to me and say anything, they basically some verbal that thing I ever did ever. So yeah, that's the thing again. That's that we've set, and I have to cross again. So big thank you to everyone in advance for all the awesome stuff to happen. Okay, T-1. Any final advisors?
Thank you very much, Sergeant Stubby. Appreciated. Very much appreciated.
Hello. I'm sure my have plenty that maybe can't hear me. Discord is.
Final word would be enjoy stuff with, and that's really what it's about.
Yeah, there's a lot of voice lag going on there, unfortunately.
Alright, everything's breaking up. Unfortunately, everything's.
Yeah, no, if you hear me clearly, James.
I'll hear you, unfortunately. 20 seconds. When it comes down to time, I want everyone to Discord chat. When I say go, to maximum HR 3, 1, was 2, begin.
Unfortunately, we're not going to get a there we go.
Engage.
Rough.
Looks like everyone's going here. I'm going to get ready to go. We've gone past the launch time now. We're ready to depart. Let's see how many people we can actually see getting into hyperspace here. There we go. Go, go, go. No! Oh my goodness. Perfect. The jump into the black screen. Let's come out of that Discord channel there, because that's clearly not working. That couldn't have been better, could it? Absolutely fantastic. Everyone there in chat is loving this. Oh dear. Go, go, stop, indeed, Shan. Right, let's see what happens here. So, we did manage to jump, but we jumped into the middle of nowhere. Let's try that again. We're going to have to go into the galaxy map to replot the jump. I wonder how many other people got disconnected there. Going to be a bit of a trouble to catch up, unfortunately. Alright, let's try again. Well, we are getting some lag here on the stream, on the game. I don't know whose instances I'm in now. No, this is not great. We saw that one was just getting into his. Thank you very much, Chris Griffin. I appreciate that. We have indeed broke the game. Just imagine how many jumps are going on right now. I'm sure there's tons of them. And some suitably epic music for that. Let's see if there's anyone left in hyperspace. I imagine that most of the people are actually jumped out now. But you never know, we can try. Come on, let me in. You want to jump? So anyone, I'm also stuck in hyperspace. Raptor, who was in the wing with me, is stuck in hyperspace as well. So darn Thargoids. The servers have tripped over. That's what's happened here. They were surprisingly good up until this minute, but I guess thousands of people all jumping at exactly the same moment has caused a problem. I'd love to hear if anyone else is having the same problem. Total crash, can't get in again, Tobias. Shan, looks like you're also having the same problems. Raptor says the servers are now offline. The server has fallen over. Yeah, let's have a look at the launcher, I guess. Nope. Yeah, oh well. So much for that. Let's have a look at what's going on in Discord here. What everyone else is saying. Yep, pretty much the same message right across Discord. Server's now, excuse me, server's now down. Well, thank you, Harold. At least we got the good takeoff, which was one of the interesting parts there. Let's try again. Looks like that's it, doesn't it? Server dead. Whoa, we got an alert there. I didn't actually see what the alert was. But thank you to whoever that was. Appreciated. I'll make sure to do shout outs towards the end of the video. Anyone that's not seeing any alerts come on the screen right this second. In fact, while that's going, let me have a quick look, see if I can find out what that was. And Starlost, thank you very much for that. Let's hope we get in. Oh, the game just crashed for Furland, who just opened up YouTube, only to see the same screen also crashing here. And a spinning chip. Let me know if anyone else manages to get in though. Looks like other people are actually in the game, but if they're not on Distant Worlds 2. Anyone else? Let's have a look. Yeah. I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's go into solo for a minute and we'll do a couple of jumps and then see if we can get back in. I don't suppose it's going to make much difference, but we'll give it a try. Gold Picard says the US servers are still fine. Felix Rowan, you're in the game. So yeah, I'm looking on Twitch and a few other places. I can see other people are still in the game. Not too bad. Right, the US servers are not fine. Okay, so we broke the world servers as well. Every server's gone. There was a problem retrieving commander data from the server. Try again in a few minutes. Okay, so going in solo didn't help. Yay for the servers. Let's have a look again over on Discord and see what everyone else is saying. I'm going to drop into Fleet Chat here. Now there's a chat room, voice chat, where everyone's in. There's like 100 people in there. Literally 100 people or more. So I won't be dropping into there because I imagine that one's going to be a little bit noisy. But we'll have a look again with Dr. Kai again, perhaps, if... Nope, looks like he's off of chat as well, unfortunately. Let's try solo again. Hey there, Dr. Anwid. Oh, the chat room's a little bit noisy there, is it? I think it's got to be. So tempted to click on it and see what everyone's talking about. Dr. Kai signed off of his stream, did he? Or signed off of the game? Hey there, Dr. Anwid, just waiting to get in the game. Are you on Expedition as well? I can't remember what you said about that. Wow, we should see the speed of Discord chat going at the moment. It's all going rather balmy, rather crazy. Wow, this is insane. Okay, I'm going to do probably what I shouldn't do. I'm going to drop into Discord chat just for 2 seconds, and we'll just to hear what it sounds like. So there's 100 people in here. If this sounds a bit crazy or there's lots of swearing and whatnot, then please do apologise. Then please do accept my apologies. But I'm going to give it a try. I probably shouldn't, but this is Expedition Voice over on Discord, just very briefly.
Play, and I can't get in the solo play, so I'll probably just log off and go have breakfast. It's like 6 AM now.
You Australian? Am I the only one experiencing this?
Yeah, man, I'm in Australia. No way am I fucking going
yeah, me too.
the Australian jump.
Yeah, the game.
Yeah, that sums it up, I think. The same going on everywhere. Raiding, thank you very much. Lakuni, how are you doing? Thanks for that. Greatly appreciated. Unfortunately, we're stuck here on a spinning ship. The Elite Dangerous servers have tripped up. But thank you very much for the raid. Stick with us and hopefully we'll get into the game in due course. But yeah. Distant Worlds 2, great expedition. 11,000 people perhaps all jumping around about the same time. And it's tripped things up. Thank you very much, Lakuni. Right, so Sergeant Stubby is in solo. I'm going to try Fleetcom again if we can get in there. The trouble is now everyone's going to be hammering the servers trying to all log in together, which obviously doesn't help things. So for later, the Crate Phantom is absolutely fantastic for exploring. I personally think it's one of the best exploration ships in the game. Although it don't have the best jump range of all ships, it's certainly on the good side there. And I've got 60 light years here. Oh, Colin Mack, thank you very much for becoming a YouTube member. Greatly appreciated. As I mentioned to the people earlier before who joined up, do check out the community tab over on my YouTube channel, because you will see a few private posts there for exclusively for YouTube members. More to come that way in the future, and I think I'll plan a series of posts there for YouTube members, because well, the support there from anyone who wants to join the channel and become a member in that way is always I'm very grateful for it. It means a lot. You can also become get into the private Discord channel over on Discord. That's another perk. And the other side is that I've released a monthly video series called Q&A, and all YouTube members and Patreon backers can submit a topic for discussion in that video. We're still disconnected. The same for you, Adam Wells. Thank you very much. And thank you, the mother. Greatly appreciated there. Unintentional service dress. Nicely done. Yeah. We're in. Thank you for that. Very much appreciated. Ah, Neon Incident. Thank you. We can't even enter solo. No, we're having the same trouble here. Thanks for that. Very, very nice of you. Hopefully, well, we can sit here together and keep waiting. Hopefully we'll get in at some point. This is truly crazy. Let us in, please. Oh, another member. Aaron, thank you very, very much. Again, like I said, do check out the community page on my YouTube channel. I haven't updated it for a little while, but it does get exclusive posts for YouTube members. And again, all YouTube members are welcome to submit topics for my monthly Q&A series. It's one way I can kind of say thank you by building a custom video around what you guys like to talk about. Thank you, Scorpion. Appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, Alea, hold on. Thank you very, very much. Thank you for joining up. Very much appreciated. Again, same for you. Right, now Frontier have acknowledged the issue. They say they're on this. So, whilst... Oh, Commander Bouncy Stickman, thank you very, very much. And yeah, hopefully we will get in just a moment. Oh, Paul Carter, again, thank you very, very much. So everyone who's just become a member, do let me know towards the end of the stream. Well, not do let me know towards the end of the stream. What I'll do towards the end of the stream is head on over to the community section, and you can see a post there if you want to join at the private Discord server, on this private Discord channel rather. If you want to become a member there, then just leave your username there and I'll make sure you get the correct permissions. Ah, John Ian O'Neill, thank you very, very much. This is great. Thank you for everyone. Overwhelming. Thank you. I honestly don't know. Oh, Raptor. Oh, Raptor, thank you. Very grateful for this. That's a lot of people all in at one go. Thank you. Kind of makes me lost for words. Thank you. Right, so Eagle of the East, I'm not actually playing at the moment. We can't get in, so we're just on the menu. What I'm going to do in a minute, we're going to try once more, and we'll play a video, I think, whilst we're talking. Give someone something to look at. Actually, I'll tell you what we do. Rather than play a video here, I've got a slightly different alternative idea. Oh, Lorenzo, thank you. Thanks for that. I'm glad you enjoy the streams. Hold on, let's see. Nathan Wolf, welcome, and thank you for joining. Again, the same goes for you. In a minute, I'll perhaps put a new post up there detailing all the perks that everyone actually gets here for becoming a member. Some of that's a little bit outdated. Mike Springer, thank you. Alpha, thank you very much for that as well. I'm glad you like the content. Thank you. Right, so that clearly isn't going, so what we're going to do is if I can find a video source here. That's what we want, media source. I think. Yep. Give me 2 seconds and we'll play a video in the background. So it won't be, I'll carry on talking here, but we'll just have something to look at meanwhile. Kai, thank you very much for that. Thank you. Sorry if I'm missing a few shout outs here. Oh, wow. What else we got here? Avatar, thank you. I'm glad you like the work there. And welcome, Cody. This is mad, crazy. Thank you. Yeah, where was I? Trying to do this here. Thank you so much. Discovery. we'll play a Discovery episode in the background. Here we go. Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian and welcome back to Elite Dangerous Discovery. This is the series where I head... Right, just for something to look at while we try and get in the game. So this is one of my old videos from the Discovery series, Exploration series. You've got it there, Sergeant Stubby. This is the track. This is Marvel. And meanwhile, what I'll do, I'll try and get into the game whilst this is actually happening. Oh, that's slightly off kilter. There we go. Right, so where are we heading to? Well, the idea is that we're heading to this waypoint. Let's bring that down a bit so you can see that. Yep, we're heading to the Omega Sector VEQ B515. That's the next waypoint. And welcome to you, Chris Richardson. Thank you very much for joining up and becoming a YouTube member there. Thank you. Let's hopefully get in there. Yeah, Scorpion. Discovery is one of my favourite series to make. In fact, it did come to an end with episode 14 because I wanted to end it before the new exploration mechanics come into the game. So we're going to start a completely new exploration series. We've got a lot of footage together and hopefully in the next few weeks we should actually get that all in there. So yeah, while we're waiting, we'll play this in the background for everyone, I think. Okay, the music's a bit loud. We can fix that. Hopefully that's a little bit better. That one does tend to pick up a little bit. So, Gamer for Life. Thanking people for becoming members over on YouTube. It's a little bit like becoming a subscriber to partnered channels on Twitch. Alviers, thank you very, very much. Yeah, appreciate that. I think you're right there. A lot of players have dropped, so whether regardless of what platform they're on. Shinigami, I am very true there. Even Harry Potter can't beat the anti-gangs. Even he can't get on, yeah. Yep, unfortunately, server's crashing, you're right. Loads of people watching the server crash. Exiler, thank you very much for that. Appreciated. Right, I'm just going to write up a quick message here. Right, so we still can't get in on the server. I'm going to keep trying away in the background here. Frontier do say they're working on it. Thank you for letting me know there, Jacob Turnbull. A bit unfortunate, I guess, with all these thousands of people jumping. It's kind of to be expected. Hopefully the music volume's okay for everyone there now. Yeah, a bit like every patch. I had a feeling this was going to happen because, well, it's just the same as the new patch launch day. Thank you, Lane. I'm glad you appreciate the content. I'm glad you like it. It's always a pleasure to work on, but it means a lot to know that people do like it. Commander Starstriker, thank you. Welcome to you as well, new YouTube member there. Are the CQC servers up? I've no idea actually, I haven't had a look. Thank you for that, Mark Stross. Thank you. Hopefully we're going to be into the game before too much longer. Currently trying to get in both solo as well as what do you call it, into the private group, but neither of us are getting in either way. I'm glad the videos helped there, Star Striker. Chubby, thank you very much. Oh, my Best Damn Places series. Yeah, that's going back a little way now. I did start up a new one recently with Best Damn Moments. As you can see, we're still trying in the background. So let's start another video there in the background. Again, we'll keep the audio down just so I can keep talking with you guys. And there we go. Yeah, Mike Springer, I had heard that. Apparently solo and some private groups got merged with open launch as well. So people are actually thinking they're in a private group or in solo, and they're actually in open. There's lots of strange things going on with instancing on Distant Worlds 1 as well, unfortunately. Patrick, thank you very, very much for that, and you're very welcome. Thank you. We're in. We are in. Let's hide that. Right, now I can't remember what mode I signed into. Right, we're in solo, but what we're going to do is try and do a few jumps anyway. Ninja, thank you. You're in the community guild currently, and the game is running like a champ. I wish mine was. Thank you very much for that, though. Right, let's, where are we? I was going to do something. What was I going to do? Forgot, but the servers are back. Sergeant Stubby has gone into the private group, that's nice, but we're getting terrible frame rate here. I don't see why that would be my PC, which was going perfectly fine. Unfortunately, I don't know where all the other commanders are now. Anyone heading to Shapely 1? Shapely 1 isn't too far away, so anyone who is in FleetCom, who was in the instance with me previously, if you want to head towards Shapely 1, I'll try and get there and meet up with you there. But the problem, of course, is going to be getting into hyperspace or Super Cruise. Either of them look like they're going to be a bit of a trouble here. Yep. Oh, we broke it again. We're still not in. What's going on? Sorry about the phone in the background there. I'll put that on a give it a ringtone. Note the servers are still completely broken, unfortunately. Oils, thank you very, very much for that. Appreciated. Thank you. Hopefully we'll get into the game before much longer. Let's put a video clip on in the background again, whilst we attempt to get into the back into the private server. So just because we can get in, unfortunately, doesn't mean we can also jump. Right, so it's nice to see a few people are actually in and that they're able to jump. Wolf, if you're wondering about the music, that is listed in the video description or the channel page on Twitch, depending on where you're at. Yeah, kicked again, unfortunately. So people seem to be able to be getting in at the moment. I see Mikey's in. Bit of hit and miss at the moment then. Some are in, some aren't. Very much like launch day, unfortunately. Nope, we're still not in. We'll keep going. Thank you very much, Harkonnen. Hopefully we will get there. So Exile, you already actually won. I'm glad someone got there. Marcus Hansen, thank you very, very much for that. Yeah, very much appreciated. I very much agree with you with what you say there. Thank you. Right, we're in again. Let's see what happens this time. The thing is, we need to try and get out of this system. I think once we get a bit of a distance away from here, we'll probably be okay. But it's actually doing that. Right, so are we going to be able to make a successful Super Cruise entry? And we're in Super Cruise. Frame rate is janky, so if you see the frame rate on the live stream glitching a bit, it's janky on stream. I've no idea why that is. When I go to the galactic map, it's actually perfect fine there. Very true there, Gerard Shaw. Thank you very much. The Great Distant Worlds 2 expedition, which destroyed momentarily the Elite Dangerous Galaxy. Hey, Kaylan. Yep, we're back in for the moment anyway. Let's see if we can make the first hyperspace jump. Half hour late, but better late than never, I guess, as they say. Poiter, the game is indeed playable on mouse and keyboard. You don't need a joystick. Some people prefer to play it that way, but you can of course play with mouse and keyboard, not a problem. Yes, we managed a successful jump there. Now, hopefully the frame rate is going to pick up again in a minute. It's very odd to see this sort of frame rate. What's really odd is if we get into the Galaxy map, you can see the frame rate is totally fine here. So personally I think that is a server issue. It only started when all the server issues started happening. So I don't really understand why It would affect frame rate in that way. 24 frames a second is a little bit on the crazy side. My CPU is only at 60% and my graphics card is only at 28% utilisation, so a bit odd. Don't know why my graphics card is quite so low though, to be perfectly honest. But other people saying their frame rate is fine, so maybe it is just my system here. Awesomeness. The music is mono, not stereo. Okay, thank you. It's something I'll check out. I'll check out the music next time and see if we can get that back to stereo. It shouldn't be in mono. Okay, we may have to reset the game at some point then if we're going to keep getting frame rate issues. Oh nope, I see Felix, you also had frame rates initially too. Frame rate issues initially. So Simon, I'm flying a Crate Phantom, and yes, as Scott points out there, I do think Frontier tried to be ready for this. I know they were talking about having people on hand to make sure everything was okay. But these are some serious numbers of players. I'm sure some people are saying I'm just making excuses for them, but you know, the game doesn't often have upwards of 10,000 players in a single system. So Ross, yeah, 11,000 users isn't really all that many. Quite possibly, depends on the game, depends on the instance, depends on a lot of factors. It's a lot of players to be in one location in Elite. We can say that at least. Thank you very much, Silenced. So, Mr. GCX, we don't know the max... Oh, what's the max player count on a server instance on the PS4? No, we're out. White Flag, you do get interdicted by NPCs? So, jumping is something that is going to cause problems. Because there's a server transaction at each change there. But we'll try and get in again. Hopefully we'll make it this time. If we can't get connected though, we'll put a video back on, I guess. Let's try again. Go solo this time. Where to jump next from the Distant Worlds beacon, Skytex. Right, so I put on the screen right there where you need to go. That's waypoint 2. For everyone else, there's the launch system right there, and we've also got the launch times available. I don't have a link to my music, unfortunately. Yeah, don't look like we're getting in there anytime soon, does it? Let us in, please. I might put a video on in the background again just for a few minutes while we load up. So do I consider the Crate Phantom to be a good mid-sized exploration ship? I actually consider it to be the best mid-sized exploration ship, and personally I think it's the best exploration ship in the game. Not because of it's got the best jump range or anything like that, because it hasn't. Not even because it's got the most module slots, because it hasn't. But because it's a really good all-rounder. Let's try Shapely 1, which is en route to waypoint 2. It's a lot closer actually, so if anyone's there, hopefully we can get there and we'll meet them. And yes, as Fry says, the crate does look really good. Unfortunately, Sebastian, I don't have a playlist for the music, but you can do a search for the artists. They're listed in the video description over there. But perhaps I'll see about getting a playlist together at some point. Stargazer, you can't log into the game. I don't think we can make a complete jump here either. I have a feeling we're going to get kicked out at the end of this hyperspace jump. Looking that way. You want to see waypoint 1, Pedro? You can indeed. There we go. There's all the information you need. Maverick, thank you very much. The poor frame rate is a chat bug. Go to the upper chat menu, select system instead of MAME to get rid of it. Thank you very much, Maverick. Really appreciate that, and it's great to know about that as well. The Stargazer got in and I got kicked out by the looks of it. No, I'm using a Crate Phantom, Chris. Hyperspace jump to the main menu. That's the best system of all, the secret system. That's what Raxter really is. Your hyperspace jump to the main menu. Come on, get connected to the server. Hey Mark, I'm glad you're liking the game again. Okay, try that again. I guess at this point it doesn't really matter whether I do it in a private group or solo. I'm going to aim for Shapely 1 and hopefully meet up with people there. Best combat ship, Manuel, I'm not the person to ask for that. I don't really do combat. One of the ships I really do enjoy doing combat in, though, is the Vulture. The Crate's also pretty good as well for that, Mark II. Alright, let's get another video rolled in whilst we wait. Let's have a look at that. So again, this is from my old Discovery series, which is my exploration series. Yeah, the Vulture is indeed a really fun, nippy ship. I like the manoeuvrability of it. Right, so I'm in the game here. It's really messing us around, isn't it? We're going to close that again and try and jump. And thanks to let me know about the chat bug, because that was killing the frame rate. What internals did I choose for my Phantom? Okay, Yachtman, we'll have a look at that in just a moment. Let's see if we can do a few jumps and we'll have a look at some information for that. Assuming we can get through the jump here, Because, you know, who knows? Who knows? Yeah, 69 jumps. That's for the full of distance, I think. Shouldn't be 60 jumps to Shapely 1 unless I put that on the wrong setting there. Let's have a look in a minute. Nope, it's going to kick us in, isn't it? We're jumping back to the other screen again. Right, so some people are actually getting successful jumps by the sounds of it then. Oh, this one's taking longer and longer. Normally they do kind of time out after this amount of time and kick us back to the main menu. Yeah. There we go. But this time I'll leave that video running and I'll attempt a few jumps in the background. If I do get connected, I'll just let you know what's actually happening. Raptor, you can't even get into the game. I'm not staying in the game very long when I am in there, unfortunately. Yeah, that's what I'm just trying to do. I'm hoping that as we get further out and people start separating out a little bit in the galaxy, that hopefully the server issues settle down a little bit. Thank you very much, Senyon. You can see details on that on the Twitch channel page. So at the moment, just got a bit of video playing in the background. You can probably hear me charging up my engines. I'm back in the game for a second, but just to say, if you keep watching Hyperspace Jump That Never Completes, let you watch a little bit of footage from a video in the background, just for the minute. If this jump completes, then I'll bring you back, because this really isn't getting us anywhere fast. Yes, as Dave pointed out there, I wonder if this will happen on the other waypoints. I really hope it doesn't. Yeah, looks like we're going to get another disconnect here. Which is a bit of a shame. So on the video there, I'm somewhere towards the galactic core, which is why the star field is a bit denser. That's sort of locations that we're trying to find on the expedition here, but unfortunately we're not getting there. Back at the screen here anyway. Well, my graphic settings are all on maximum. See United. So BE8, I don't think Frontier should really have underestimated this, because we know pretty much the exact figures of people that are going along. There's a document for the expedition. 10,000 people signed up, 11,000 people signed up, so it was known there was going to be a lot of people here. I guess this is just what it's going to be for now. So just looking on the FleetCom Discord server here, and I can see Paige is actually writing on there. Paige is one of the community managers from Frontier. So Frontier definitely on the case with this. Not a case that, being a Sunday, it's not a case that they're just sitting at home and ignoring it all. And of course this is only the first launch. There's another launch coming up later on today, which will be the US one, which is at 1 AM UTC. I don't know if we'll have the same problems there. I won't be around for that one myself, but there's potential there could be greater numbers of players going on that one. Right, so, you know, whilst we wait here for a few more minutes, I've just noticed that the Distant Worlds 2 newsletter has been released. This is issue 0. So we can have a quick look at that, I guess, whilst we're sitting around waiting to get into the servers. Always interesting to read. And Distant Worlds 1, there was loads of newsletters that came out across the entirety of the expedition, covering all sorts of things, events that players have got involved in, screenshots, videos, all sorts of pretty neat and interesting things there. Hey there, Kurama. I'm stuck on this spinning screen here, unfortunately. So yeah, nothing specific from Frontier other than to say that they're working on it. And we're not getting in still. Okay, so let's go to a black screen for 2 seconds. And like that. But that. Right, okay. So Distant Worlds 2 newsletter, released January 13th, 3305, which is today. Shall we go for it and read some of this out? This is from Dr. Kai, I think. Yeah, Dr. Kai, one of the lead organisers. My ship is still on a spinning ship. My screen is still on a spinning ship, rather. So as I type this, there are nearly 11,000 of us. That is a lot of humans, in order of magnitude greater than the first one, if you count by the base 10. This is a figure well within the realm of a good-sized university. It is indeed. This is already an amount of people so big that it's no longer possible to fit what's going on in your head. More than that, in my bring it into perspective piece later on. There's been a long road. On October the 9th, 3303, Distant Worlds 2 was announced. It was a tough call. It was right after the roadmap for Beyond was posted, which contained some goodies for explorers. Aramis approached me, it wasn't the first time mind you, and asked if we should announce it, and I read the roadmap about the cool ice planets, the carriers, the new tools for explorers, and said okay, if it shuts him up, let's announce it. Right, we're still having a disconnect issue here. Let's keep that going. Then at some point things got very scary. Carriers and the Ice Worlds update went kaput. Yeah, they did. Distant Worlds has to break new grounds. If it's what Distant Worlds is, and the things that we were hoping on went out the window. So yeah, if Distant Worlds 2 was just going to be the same as Distant Worlds 1, then the organisers really didn't want to do it. It was almost delayed, but then, in an Inception scale twist, Frontier blew our minds with the codecs and new scanning tools. That was the promise of amazing things out there in the black. Right, meanwhile I'm back in the game here. Let's see if we can get a... see if we can get a jump here. So what is waypoint 1? Waypoint 1 was in the Pliny system. All the information is there on the screen. We will come back to that newsletter if we don't get anywhere here. No one says the carriers were shelved, anonymous Kellogg's. They were just taken out of Chapter 4, which is what I think Dr. Kai's getting at there when he said they went out the window. They went out the window of Chapter 4. There's no news as to when or if they're ever going to come. So some people are saying they're shelved, yeah. But there's no official word on that. Keep hoping this jump is going to be the one. Is this going to be the one? Let us in, let us through, whatever. No, I don't think this is going to go either, is it? Yep, we're through. Nice. Well, we got low on fuel there though, didn't we? Let's stock up a little bit there. Let's get out of there. Right, hopefully we're on our way this time. So we're heading towards Shapely 1. 9 jumps, not too far. Let's see if we can get there. So I'll leave the information up on the screen at the moment there, just so that everyone that knows what's going on. The Pliny system is the start system. Waypoint 2 is about 5,600 light years away, or was it 5,400 light years? And personally, I'm heading towards Shapely 1, which is quite close by. If we can get through this jump. We may... oh, yep, we're through. Woohoo! Maybe things are a bit better now. So you would have noticed that the frame rate was messing around earlier. As pointed out in chat, it's simply down to the chat in game here. When you're on this one here, it causes incredible frame rate lag. So let's just switch out to one of these and it's a lot better. Unfortunately I don't. Marcus Gaming. I'll see if I can get something together for the future. Did I ever make that how to make a nice cup of tea video? I did in Paradise. Maybe this year. Well, that was a conversation ender, Jonathan. I don't think it is that chat, but it's not the chat for the type of comments like that either, so, you know. Yep, we're on our way, Raptor. It is a Crate Phantom spy knife. Looks like we're going at last. So I don't know if this is because the servers have become more stable or simply because people have spread out a bit more. Yeah, it looks like it's working now, Riley's. And thank you very much, Tatari. Raptor, yes. Heading towards Shapely 1, for anyone who is in the same instance as me at the moment. No idea, Jury. I can't remember the layout of Shapely 1. I'm just going to head in that general direction. I'm stopping by at Shapely before we get to the first waypoint. Now hopefully, Pete, YouTube isn't messing up, but we're only a few jumps away from Shapely, which is a planetary nebula. So basically a small nebula, only the size of a single star system. Essentially what's going on there is that the star has shed its atmosphere, basically, creating a small atmosphere. Anyone else having issues here with stream quality? Looks like it's not perfect this end. Little bin, why am I going to Shapely 1? That's because it's en route and it's a nice view from there. Okay, I'm not quite sure what would be killing the stream at this end. Let me go and make a few checks. One moment, I'll be right back. Okay, so I can't see what's going on with the internet this end, but I can see there is some connection issues. Hopefully it'll pick back up again in a minute. Apologies about that. Can't find any fault on this end, so possibly flaky internet connection somewhere. But it looks like it's picked back up this end now, so hopefully by the time you start hearing me say this, it should be back up to speed again. Looks a bit more stable now anyway, so hopefully that's okay. Sorry about that. Alright, hopefully we're going to be there, assuming we can make this last few jumps. And I don't even remember which mode I logged into in the end. Oh no, we're so close, and now we're out again. It was a bit too good to be true, wasn't it? How long it takes us to get in this time? Yeah, Rob, I think the buffering issues have passed now, hopefully. It's looking a bit more stable this end. At least for now, so hopefully it'll stay that way. We're back to having this trouble again, aren't we? I'm wondering how many people actually stopped off at Shapely 1. So, Kai Kid, when does the discovery part happen, or is it just a race to the waypoint? Well, that's entirely up to the individual. If people want to race to the waypoint, then they can do that. Personally, I'm stopping off on Shapely 1, which is a nice area to do a bit of discovery and a bit of sightseeing. Hey Raptor, I'm glad you're at Shapely 1. I'm trying to get there. Yeah, this is taking some time, isn't it, again? I see some people haven't even got to Polini yet, unfortunately. So, the people heading to Polini, I assume you're heading there for the US launch? Otherwise, if you're on this launch, if you're on the EU launch, you might as well head to Waypoint 2. Okay, I'll see a few of everyone else is heading to Shapely 1 as well. I see some people saying the stream have stopped. It looks like there's a few stream issues as well then. That's not this end this time. Yeah, I see definitely YouTube is dropping out there for a bunch of people. You may want to try refresh your stream. I see a bunch of people have dropped off there for some reason. But it's not the internet this end. I've got a good stable connection for the minute anyway. We're still not getting in. Oh, Ron Miller says Frontier have posted that they're having server problems. Thank you for letting us know. They've posted that to Twitter. I think we know they've got server problems, so Frontier don't need to tell us. Hopefully they can tell us they can fix it. Cora of Bundum, I didn't get very far at all. JS, launch was ages ago. Launch passed an hour ago. Launch actually happened at 8 PM UTC. Oh dear. Yeah, so there's 2 more launches left for people who are wondering. We're going to swap over to here again and carry on with this. So where did we get to? So yeah, this is the newsletter from Dr. Kai, newsletter 0. There's going to be a bunch of these throughout Distant Worlds 2. There should be a bunch of these through Distant Worlds 2. There was a whole load of them for Distant Worlds 1 as well, but let's just read this one out as well. We got down to announcing Distant Worlds. Yeah, the fleet carriers and ice worlds suddenly wanting Chapter 4 update, so Distant Worlds people thought about cancelling. But fortunately, we ended up with some new exploration tools. I cannot tell you how excited I am. I'm giddy. This is from Dr. Kai. Hope you are all too. Well, we would be when we... Oh, wow, we're in the game now. As soon as I... That's the magic key. The magic key is to start reading that newsletter, because as soon as I start reading it, we get back in the game again. Right, 112 light years away. Let's see if this works. So where the newsletters posted, they're posted in the FleetCom Discord server. We'll come back to that later on in Shapely 1 if we get there, but I'd like to try and do the jumps whilst we can, so we're switching back and forward a bit here. I do appreciate that, but... Oh, we're going to be kicked out, I think. Whoa, I honestly didn't think that one was going to make it there. Yeah, try it. Honestly looks like YouTube is causing all manner of problems on this particular stream. Again, internet's perfectly fine this end. Right, we're just heading over to Shapely 1. Final jump to that particular area. It's a really nice actually what I'm gonna try and do here is get as close as we can to that area, the fine ring sector. So I'm in the FleetCom let's have a look here. Yeah, I'm in the FleetCom private group. So anyone who's at Shapely 1, hopefully I can meet up with you in just a minute. Right, so whilst YouTube is playing up at the moment, It seems Twitch isn't playing up. It's working. The stream's working perfectly fine over there, I do believe. Oh nope, Jace is saying the stream's a little bit buggy over there too, so it could be my restream service which is causing the issue. Let's see how this carries out. Hey Commander Tony Curtis, great to see you here. I'm in the private group, but it does look like I'm not standing there for much longer. So I think the servers are stable again in Toxic, unfortunately. So Mister, to join the FleetCom private group, just go to the private group and friends menu in Elite Dangerous and search for FleetCom, and then make an application there. Someone will approve you at some point. Right, so this is where we're heading towards, just over there in the distance, Shapely 1, which is a planetary nebula. It's not the waypoint, it's just a stop off along the way towards waypoint 2. We actually come this way in Distant Worlds 1 a few years back. Right, let's see if we can either get any closer to that or just make it the rest of the way now. It looks like we're going to go the rest of the way. So if anyone out there is out this way, hopefully we'll see them in a minute. Mortin, do I have a list of more of these interesting waypoints along the way? The forum post from Distant Worlds does cover that. Perhaps we'll have a look at that in just a bit before we finish off. Well, that sounded like we kind of made it and then it decided against it. Come on, you can do it. Thanks, Raptor. I'll accept that wing invite now. I have a feeling we're gonna get kicked out. Oh no, we're here. Sergeant Stubby and Raptor. We're here in Shapely 1, hopefully together. Shapely 1, big bright blue-white star. There we are. Oh, they're all behind us. So, it looks like a bunch of us have made it here in the end.
System scan complete.
Just took a little longer than I would have liked. Now, I do think there might be a planet around here somewhere that we could land on. We'll have a look in a minute. Where have we got? Commander Raptor, he should be around here. somewhere. Or maybe not. Anyway, show a shot of the group of ships. Not while we're in Super Cruise, really. Oh no, the artists for the music are in the video description. Ash, yes, I am. So my jump range is 60 light years. Raven. I'm open Rosie. Flying around a bit all over the place here. They're probably wondering what on earth is going on. But yeah, we've got quite a few people out here, which is decent enough. But I don't know where Raptor went. Let's have a quick look to see what we got in this system. Oh, nothing to land on. 2 stars and nothing to land on, unfortunately. But it looks pretty. You should be able to see some of the nebula here. Yeah, there we go. So there'll be plenty of decent sights to see out here on Distant Worlds 2, but hopefully they're going to be much easier to get into than what we had here tonight. There's a better view from the Fine Ring Nebula. Yeah, I think you might be right. Let's have a look there. I remember stopping off there before. Well, the Fine Ring sector. So I think, yeah, one of these stars nearby would have been a little bit better, perhaps, where we stopped off originally. Back here. I think that's pretty much the closest star. Yeah, we could backtrack there. I missed a message there from Direct earlier. Sorry about that. All this chatting is going to cause problems, isn't it? It does take a long time to catch up. I really need a new interface for all of this lot. Let's see if we can... So if we go wing or local, shall we do local? Travel to the nearby system, see if there's a planet to land on. So I think we can get a decent view from there if we do that. We can't see you, maybe because of instance issues. Let's see what that's. I'm going to head to the view soon. Where's the view then? Is the view a beacon or something, or is that a system? Because I don't remember that. Yeah, I didn't think it was a system. HR6164. Thank you, Sergeant Stubby. Okay, cool. Thank you. Let's go there then. So I'll join you there. If you're heading that way, I'll meet you there. HR6164. Oh wow, that's actually quite a way, isn't it? A bit further along than I thought. Okay, well we can head that way if you want. Although I'm thinking I might end up stopping in a minute. I think we might come to the end of the stream instead. So unfortunately we didn't get anywhere near as far as I would have liked. What do you say? A few more jumps? Should we do a few more jumps? What do we got? Let's try it and see what happens. So those are going that way, I'll meet you on the way. So not too many more jumps. I was going to say we'll meet you there. So yeah, I'll meet you there if we're if you're going that way, Sergeant Stubby and Raptor. I'll meet you at the view. Assuming the jumps here allow us to actually do that. Yeah, so as Morton's pointing out, it's one of the points of interest on the list. Which we can't have a look at now whilst I'm flying, unfortunately. It's not trashed the ship yet. Yeah, it didn't do it too good, did it? A great start. Aquatic, I can only imagine too. I can't imagine it would have been particularly great. Right, it looks like the jumps are actually starting to work a little bit better now, fortunately. Which is good. Thank you, Stubby. Good to know. I've got both here as well, but I'm a little bit disappointed that I managed to trash some of my modules already. So Carla Solo, we're heading towards the view. One of the systems along the way to waypoint 2. And yes, I'm in. To those asking, I'm in FleetCon. It looks like a potentially interesting system here, but I'm not going to stop off and scan any of these. We're going to get to the next place to look at. But later on, this is what we will be doing. I'll be stopping at places like this. No idea, Ryan. I went 102% heat for like 2 seconds and suddenly my modules were damaged. Surprised they baked that quickly though. It literally was like for 2 seconds. So Bobo, how often do I stop exploring? That's just what I was going to get to. I normally would stop off at a system like that one just now. If it says there's a load of planets in a system, I'll stop off at it to scan it, and that's what we'll be doing. So here I'd probably ignore it. Buckfield, yes, I will be keeping the normal streaming schedule. Just most of them will be focused on Distant Worlds 2, I guess. We'll see how it goes though. Yeah, Commander, that's a good idea. I could turn off the power distributor. Although I don't know how much it will actually help with the heat here. Let's have a look. Not a huge amount. But it all helps. A lot of people asking if I'm in open or fleet comm. I'm in fleet comm. Or I could just say I'm in a private group. Should be there in just a moment. So it's nice having a greater jump distance on this ship than we did have, that was available to us rather, during Distant Worlds 1. These sort of journeys actually took quite a bit longer. How come I took a shield booster? Asks Marv. Well, because anyone who's watched my live streams recently will know I have a tendency to crash into planets a little bit too hard. So anything that can help me with that is a bonus. Sweeney, thank you very, very much for that. Very much appreciated. Thank you. Not a bad idea, Lord Soul. Right, so we're there. I don't know if you're there, Sergeant Stubby, yet, or Raptor. Hopefully we'll find out in just a moment. So I haven't got voice chat on inside the game. We could have done for the wings, but there's been so many issues going on that it's been just simpler to leave it as it is. But let's see what the view's all about, shall we? I don't know what this is a view of here. It doesn't seem to be a planet. No, we got some information on the Galactic Mapping Project website. Right, the view. At only 1400 light years from Sol, HR 6164 is a popular destination for tourists. The bright O-class star, a neutron star, and two black holes are easily visible from the first planet, along with an excellent view of the planet's rings. The location has simply been labelled the view. Hey there, Raptor. Heading to Planet 1. Let's go land on the first planet here. Although Planet 2 looks pretty good. Pilots should be aware of visiting the dangers. This is from the EDSM website. The planet's gravity is 3.3 G, or we might have some interesting sights from me here, which may be a surprise for novices. The tourist installation is located extremely close to the neutron star jet cone. Falling into the cone in normal space will cause extreme damage to your vessel. Approach should be made at great caution. Nice. No, and looks like you're heading that way anyway. Well, it looks like we've got a few people in the server instance here now. In this system. Yeah, we missed the neutron star back there. We should have had a bit of a closer look at it. Perhaps we'll have a look at that in due course. Thank you very much, Azuya. Thanks for that. Appreciated. So it looks like one of these guys may be landing on the planet first. If not, I'll go down first. I'm going to try and get to a point on the planet where we can see the rings and the star in the distance. It's not as close as I would really have liked, but we can see it nonetheless. So if you're listening on stream, Stubby and Raptor, I'm going to head towards the pole of the planet here. Well, it looks like someone else is heading down towards the bottom of the planet. I'm going up towards the pole. That will be the place that gives us the best view here, I think. Very stark light in here, isn't there? Well, at least we made it out here in the end. Sorry for the throat here. I'll take a drink. Ah, the beacon near the pole. Was there a beacon near the pole? Ah, yeah, okay. Got it, I think. Although we're in a bit of a steep incline toward that now. Ah, it's on the other pole. I'm not going to go around... Oh, excuse me. I'm not going to go around the other side of the planet just yet. We'll stay down here, I think. It seems interesting enough. So about 1,000 light years from the bubble or so, 11382. Yeah, thanks for the gravity reminder there, Stuart. I would have known me, probably forgot that. Oh. And the bad thing is we haven't got the power distributor on. Alright. Does look nice here actually, doesn't it? Keep the nose up a little bit here. Downside is I haven't got flight assist off, or flight assist mapped to a key binding at the moment, I don't think. Which would make landing a little bit on the harder side. It's not so high, I don't think. We're coming down quite fast now. Keep your nose up is usually the trick. It's been a while since I landed on a high G weld. So let's see what happens. Be a great end to the stream, wouldn't it, if I smash into the ground here. Get intense moment. I'm gonna wreck my ship on the first landing. I sure can, Howls, no problem. Hey there, Unwilling Fool. Nice to see you here. Right. Ground looks a little bit rough here. I can see one of the wing people behind me. I don't know if that's a raptor or... Well, like they're both there. I've got to try and settle down gently over here, guys. If you're up for that. Hopefully. Hopefully the star won't go behind the horizon there. Terrain unsuitable. It would be, wouldn't it? Let's see if we can find a decent spot. Hey there, Raptor. Whoa. You pulled out of that one last minute, didn't you? Nice save. Not so good save for me, though. Come on. Must be a good spot here somewhere. Yeah, you watched that Anaconda, Stubby. Come on, there must be somewhere to land here. Probably should have gone to the beacon in the end anyway. There was a spot there. I think it's going to be a bit too small to land at though. Looks like a bit too rough indeed, doesn't it, the land here? Sometimes you look ahead and you see what looks like a nice flat spot, but by the time you get there, it's really not. There was a nice, good flat spot back there. Let's try that. And we're down. And intact. Not a bad view after all. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to sit down too close to us. Hopefully you can. Oh, you made a nice job of that, Raptor. It might be a bit more difficult for Stubby in his Anaconda there. Nice landing. Right, let's jump out quickly. Yeah, park the ship on top of the crate. It does look like that actually. You land the crate first and then land a ship on top of the crate because the crate is super flat. $3.3G. Of course these are great for driving on high-G planets because you get much more traction. I'm at the view, yes, although not at the beacon. One rookie, yes, you do get quite a bit of money for mapping planets. Oh, I think this is where we're going to leave it. I'm going to stop here at the view and pick up from here and carry on from the rest of the journey a little bit later. Very bright pinky colours here. So thanks for the wing, guys. Brilliant to get the chance to fly with you and start out the Distant Worlds 2 expedition. Well, we got a shadow coming down there. Oh, we just missed that. Stunning landing. Nice spot. There we go. Here at the first stop off. Not the first or second waypoint, but there we go. This is the view in what's the system name again? HR6164. Lovely area. Yeah, so thanks for the wing up, guys. I'm going to head off now. I think you can hear me on stream, but I'll be heading off now. So yeah, thanks everyone for the stream. Got a few shout outs I'd like to do. Marcus Hansen, thank you. A bunch of people become members as well on this stream, which was nice. Scorpion, Jacob Turnbull, Mark Stross, thank you. Stubby, thank you very much for that. And thank you to Raptor as well. And thank you both for the wing. Really enjoyed that. When we finally got there, when the thing started working. Chris Griffin, thank you. Colin Mack, the mother, thank you very much for that. Adam Wells, Neon Incident, thank you. Aaron, Hayla, hold on. Sorry if I got that bit wrong there. Bouncy Stickman, thank you. Paul Carter, John Ian O'Neill, Raptor, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you again. Stylo, Nathan Wolf, Mike Springer, Cody Lambert, Chris Richardson, ALVRZ, Shiganami, Lane, Commander Star Striker, Mark Jones, Schoolcraft, Ninja, Marcus, Gerard Shaw, Maverick. Thank you all immensely. Very, very much appreciated. And I hope you've enjoyed the stream. Also, thank you to Avatar, Alpha, and Starlost, as well as Zayura and Jay Sweeney, as well as Vols. Oh, and Sneaky Fish too. Thank you. And sorry if I've missed out any shout outs here. Commander Yuleoth as well. Sometimes I don't always see them while streaming, but I do try and give a shout out to everyone. Right, so thanks to everyone for watching again. Sorry it was a bit of a mess up on some of the streams, but that's just how it happens, I guess, sometimes. Server issues, who would have thought it with all those thousands of people? But let's go raid someone. For those over on Twitch, if you're up for a raid, I'm going to go raid Colo. And thanks everyone again for stopping by. It's been a real pleasure. There will be some more streams. Next stream is on Wednesday, and I'll probably be streaming Distant Worlds again. Okay, so if we're ready to go for a raid, let's go raid Colo now. And as for everyone else, thank you all. I'll catch you next time.
Hi. Hello. lot of people.